Namaste. Today's topic is control freaks and meaning and happiness. I have a friend who is a control freak. She has a sister who is an extreme control freak. They wish to control and dominate their world. In their attempt to control their surroundings, they miss the meaning of life and therefore happiness. We were together at a meeting recently. The sister could just not let go of the opportunity to insert herself in the meeting's conversation. The meeting was not about her personally, but she had to ask a question that drew attention to herself, an unnecessary question. She felt she needed to assert dominance even in a meeting that had nothing to do with her personally. These two sisters do not understand that the only person one can control is oneself. This type of person has a need to control their world. The only person you can fully control is yourself. The only situation you can command is your own reaction to your life situation. We all have difficulty controlling ourselves and our reactions to life situations from time to time. It's sad that there are those who think they need to control others to harness their own lives. I understand the need. I worked in a profession for 40 years wherein I had little control over almost everything to do with the job. I spoke publicly every week. I never really knew how people who heard me were going to take my words. I interacted with people individually and on countless committees regularly. I could say something that was totally innocent, and yet the person hearing those words could take them in exact opposite way, and things could grow negative quite quickly. And then, of course, I could say or do one thing, and that would be reported forward to other people in other contexts, and the interpretation could be skewed severely, either intentionally or not. In other words, I know where you are if you are feeling misunderstood, and as if you have no control over the life situation you are facing. I took up photography because I liked it, because in photography, especially if you make your own prints, you have complete control from beginning to end. In that hobby, I felt as if I was my own master and consequences were of my own doing. What's the point of all this for meaning and happiness? You can be in control of meaning in your life. You can be in control of your own happiness. You do not need to depend upon what is happening around you. You do not need to be in control of other people whom you morally and literally cannot control anyway. You cannot always control what happens to you. You can, however, learn to control how you react to what happens to you. You can learn to better influence future events in your life as well by the attitude you carry toward your life. In other words, you have more control in your life than you first thought. How? Find meaning in attachment to the source of all there is. You find that attachment through some form of meditation, which you can completely control. You command how and when you will meditate. You dominate how well-founded your linkage to the source is. In that connection to the source, you will find complete acceptance, unconditional regard from the source. Understanding, feeling, and knowing this unconditional love is happiness, for there is no greater sense of well-being. This you can completely control. As you mature in meditation, your command of the connection grows stronger and stronger. Your happiness grows stronger and bigger. Your happiness grows so great that it permeates your life, and then, no matter what happens to you or doesn't happen, you are happy, in control of you. You then have no need to attempt to control others. This will make you happier still because you are not trying to do something that is impossible. No need to attempt to absolutely control your life situation either. You can detach yourself from the outcomes of your life and living. You can even drop the control freakiness issue altogether. Begin right now to release yourself from the sure-to-fail attempts at control of those things, events, and people outside of yourself. You'll be happier and actually feel more in control than ever. May you and all sentient beings know happiness and the root of happiness. Namaste.